taking you for granted. I wanna do better by you. Shed the old embrace and no more taking you for granted anymore. For me, just a little bit longer. Oh, yeah, we could try to mend what is broken. If you just keep the door open, yeah. If you just keep the door open, yeah. If you just keep the door open.
화분. 이거 너무 귀엽다.
귀엽지?
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, please think of me.